Okay, so first of all, I would like to congratulate Darren on returning to Southern United and also what was a pretty successful season last season. What has made you want to return as the futsal head coach again at Southern United?
I suppose it's a little bit of unfinished business, it's not sort of winning the league last year. The OFC stuff is still a little bit of a draw card, like we qualified for it twice and it's never happened. This year it looks like it's going to happen, but unfortunately we're not qualified for this time around. So there's always that lurking in the background in terms of it would be nice to sort of have that kind of thing. Plus we've got most of the squad back and it's a continuation of what we've been doing for a number of years, so it kind of all just still fits together.
And obviously you've had quite a few new signings. We announced Oban a few weeks ago. You've also got a lot of returning players with the likes of Fraser Hunter coming back and staying on. What do you think is going to be the most exciting part about the team? The consistency of having the old players or all these new players who might be able to bring something new that could help you win this season?
I think it's a combination of the two. It's a journey, because we'll lose Fraser this year halfway through the season, so he's kind of moving through onto other things. A couple of players who haven't returned. We had Lewis going into the youth, which is, that was great. He came to us as a very young player and has moved on. And in a way, it's nice to see the young players come in, stay with us for 3 or 4 years, which is often the case for a lot of students, and then move on to bigger and better things through the way. So, through the whole of it, we've got a clutch of locals who've kind of been there all the way through. Like Michael, I pretty much started playing with Michael as a 15-year-old, kind of close to 10 to 15 years ago now, and then coached him through. And even he's now sort of come through and he's now one of the senior players. So it's nice having the continuity, but it's also nice every year injecting some fresh ideas and fresh faces into the mix and helping them to go on doing what they can do when they leave university or they leave the region and think about better things elsewhere.
Now, I guess the nice thing about having the team down in this region means you get a lot of university players and you coach the university team, so you coach a lot of them in football. Do you think that's going to help in terms of the relationship you've built with a lot of these players from coaching them at the university team to now moving it into the Southern United futsal team?
I guess it's both a challenge and a good thing. It's a challenge because if you establish things at football level and then also this is the expectations, this is a step up. So I guess some people might come into expecting it just to be the same as football, whereas we've always got to demand more at this level, which I guess can be a little bit of a change for them. But it helps to know your players, it helps to know temperament, what they like, how they like to do things, how they like to get better, how they like, what things sort of, fires them off one way or those kind of things. I think just knowledge of your players and experience with them is always useful. We're not particularly authoritarian. We rely a lot on players to self-manage and players within the squad to take leadership roles and help do other things in that way. So I guess there's less of me kind of clapping down on the player, but more instilling sort of some of the players to step up and take those roles where everyone's responsible for their behaviour and training ethic and intensity and that kind of stuff. And I guess that's been the nice thing over the last 5 years is you've seen players come into the team as youngsters and then grow into those kind of leadership roles and then lead, and there's a constant path through. So I think overall it's got to be a good thing. University football is not necessarily about trying to require futsal players that go through. I guess it's just naturally happened the way I suppose university football plays attracts the more technical youngsters that we get, and they just happen to also play futsal. But it's never a bad thing having good technical players in a football team, and it's never a bad thing having a futsal team either. So.
And obviously with the first home series this weekend, how are you feeling with that? Having come around so quickly, are you excited? Are you nervous? How are you feeling about it?
It's going to be messy, but I suppose the one bonus about it is going to be messy for everybody. Like I've spoken to some of the coaches. Futsal's quite a tight-knit community. Like most of the coaches know each other, most of the coaches talk to each other. I've talked to the Canterbury coach, and they're effectively all in the same boat we are. Football, in fact, in Christchurch, football hasn't even finished. So there's games on this weekend while we're supposed to be playing. So Ronan, the Canterbury coach, actually has players playing in those football games. And so everyone's going to be the same. Like Auckland, Northern, all those teams that are playing this weekend will have players that have just come on football. I think the damage from it's probably going to be seen in November, because normally you're able to give players a couple of weeks off, let them refresh, just re-energise, stay away from sport for a couple of weeks just to sort of get their heads straight and then come back into it again, because we've had to flow straight through. So I think what will happen is it'll be messy from a tactical perspective because people are still switching from football to futsal, but in November you're going to start to see the fatigue and the drain come into them because they've just gone straight through from February all the way through to November without a break. And how we manage that and how we train and those kind of things will be quite important just to avoid it as much as we can. But again, it will be the same for all teams. Everyone's had to start this early, so no one's really at an advantage or disadvantage from it. It's just how it is, I guess, based on the fixtures. So
And possible fatigue, leaving the season behind, and any kind of concerns you might have. Where do you feel with this team this season you could end up?
Like from a ability perspective, I think there's probably 5 or 6 teams in the league that could win it. I guess the issue or bonus or advantage of where you end up at any given point is that the primary goal really for all teams is you make it in the top 4, because then it's the semi-final and final. We've had seasons where we've won the league by lots of points and then lost in the semi-finals and kind of went out really early. We've had other situations where we've come in and scraped 4th and then it gone on to be either in the final or that kind of thing. So I think primary goal for all teams, including us, is you manage your performances, you get into that top 4, and especially with the way things go on with the seasons and gaps and series and gaps and series, is you kind of, the first series is really just get out of the way because you hope to get some reasonable results from it, but you know it's going to be messy. Then it gives you another month to kind of deal with the next one, performances start to come together, and then by the time you hit the end one, everyone has actually had the good 10 weeks of futsal, there's no football that kind of you build towards it. So performances in the last series tend to be very different from the first one. But if you beat a team early, there's no guarantee you might beat the same team later on. So for us, it will be the same. We'll just look to start off with 2 solid performances if we can, get some good points on the board, just get ourselves in a pole position to get into the top 4 and hopefully just stay there the whole time. We try not to put too much pressure on ourselves.
Yeah.
I mean, we have the advantage of being down south, we can run under the radar a little bit, just a lot of southern teams do. So we can just get about what we're doing and not worry about it too much. And for us, it's kind of more, we don't focus too much, I guess, on outcomes. It's more about processes, and the processes we do end up giving us the outcome that we don't sort of go into going, right, we don't win the league, we're terrible, and it's, we just try and do all the right things here, and then the outcomes take care of themselves when we go on the court as well.
Well, we're all very excited to see how you guys get on this season. I'm sure you guys are going to definitely reach that top 4 this season, so good luck.